My name's Max Stock. I'm the CEO and founder of Signum Biosciences and created Epicutis skincare, which is a brand that Signum is out of Signum. I have a science background, but now I'm obviously the CEO of a biotech company, so do a lot of business, mostly business stuff, but my background is in science. Yeah, and at Signum, we develop dermatological focused technologies. We develop drugs for topical disease as well as developing skincare lines and new ingredients, new patented ingredients. So we're a classic biotech company. We have full labs and scientists on the bench and things like that, developing new technologies. So I think it's the reason it's getting pushed is because number one, our understanding of the skin's microbiome is increasing. So our ability to measure all the different microbes, to understand what is actually going on, is getting enhanced. And consumers and clinicians, I think, are increasingly understanding that healthy skin is really an ecosystem. It's much more than just a surface. I think the industry is moving away from the kind of strip and suppress model, this kind of damage and repair. So I think just generally, consumers are getting much more aware of the microbiome, and I think it really came from the people's awareness of their gut microbiome. That I think that really got very, very popular, and people actually see if you take care of your microbiome in your gut, your overall health is enhanced. So I think those trends really are shifting, and people are just more aware of the importance of homeostasis, of a balanced system, and every component is important. So I think it's just a lot of different reasons, but I think it's here to stay. I don't think it's a trend that's going to go away because it's important for the health of the skin. I think the microbiome is critical for the health of the skin over the long term. It has a lot of different roles. That's a big problem too. A lot of these trends can be very damaging to the microbiome, and I think we're seeing that you get these conditions, these microbial imbalances have really increased over the last 20, 25 years. And especially since the pandemic, you've had a huge rise in these different kinds of conditions that are all microbially linked. And if you think about all the problems that we get on our skin, most of them have a microbial component, right? We build up some sensitivity to some microbe that has kind of gotten out of control, has started to dominate your skin. So balance is the key. It's a small molecule that we developed. It's part of the class of molecules that we develop at Signum. We call them isoprenylcysteine analogs, or IPCs. And they really help address microbial imbalance and reducing inflammation. They're able to, reduce TLR2 mediated inflammatory signaling, reducing IL-8 and IL-1 alpha, both pro-inflammatory cytokines, really just kind of balancing the microbiome. One of the unique qualities of our ingredients, these IPC molecules, is that they're not only anti-inflammatory, but they have the ability to interact with these different microbial populations. So they're really able to bring that balance, really promote real healthier looking skin. And then, of course, that molecule is formulated in a very friendly or a very soothing formulation at the same time. So it's got a number of different activities: anti-inflammatory, microbially balancing, and a really, we published that as well in a scientific journal, showing, really from the very beginning to the end in terms of mechanism, doing the kind of cellular testing, looking at keratinocytes, all the way to a human clinical, where we test the technology on acne-prone skin and see that it actually helps really clarify balance the skin, as opposed to something like a benzoyl peroxide, which is kind of the other approach. We use benzoyl peroxide in the paper as a control. That's the opposite approach. That's kind of a kill everything approach, where you kind of basically are stripping away. Benzoyl peroxide is very, very aggressive treatment that can be problematic if used too much. Of course, you want to have all those products that are out there for people that are suffering from these different conditions. But if you're just looking to balance and soothe and kind of reduce these blemishes,